So Retro Tower Defense updated recently. I was 9 hours late to the update since I was doing stuff outside, but now we are here and I'm going to show you everything that they added to the update so far. Now I have some footage of the update. However, I was recording without my mic audio. So instead, I'll be showing you what I basically did in these footages. Now in my video, I played all of the maps first. Let's go over Arch Park. Arch Park is rated difficulty level 1. It is a long map with one path that is based off of natural disaster survival. Well, all of these maps are going to be based off of natural disaster survival. Now I don't have anything else to say, so here are the rewards of each of its difficulties on this map. Now let's move on to Devastation Station. Devastation Station is rated 2 stars in difficulty. It is a medium length map, and the only thing cool about this map is I guess the train that moves around, and that's about it. And this map was apparently added to natural disaster survival for the event too. So this is a new map for both games. And here are the rewards for each difficulty. And now, finally, let's move on to Raving Raceway. Raving Raceway is rated 4 in difficulty. It is double pathed, but they both move in the same direction and they don't split apart. And here are the rewards for each difficulty. Now, there is one more map that really isn't in the main lobby. Now, to find this secret map, all you have to do is head to this pillar right behind the hard fight on the hide spawn areas. After you find the button, then you'll be teleported to this area where you can finally play the secret map. Now, a lot of people actually don't know the name of the map, but the map is called Dark Park. Now, Dark Park is rated 4 stars in terms of difficulty, and it's just Arch Park, but dark. Now, this is the hardest map in the event because there is 2 pathways, and they're not leading in the same direction. They're coming from 2 different directions, so you have to defend from both paths. And here are the rewards. Alright, we got the maps part of the event done. Now let's actually talk about the real collab. So the statue that was teased last week is actually changed now. Now, if we actually got near the statue, we see that this pops up. This is the event pass. It gives you ticks, revives. Revives, I think they only give you like 2. And free skins, and the new heroic, which we already see right here. But we're gonna go test out the new heroic later. But now, yeah, this is just the event pass. You get the tokens for doing the event collab maps, and that's it. I recommend you not buy this. Just don't buy any of the tiers. It's actually really easy to grind the tokens, so don't do it. Now, there is a portal to Natural Disaster Survival where you get a free hammer, but if you actually join Natural Disaster Survival and play the event over there, you only get 100 free tokens for surviving Devastation Station in Natural Disaster Survival. That's it of the event for that game. Now, let's talk about the units that got added into the game. Let's first talk about Slingshotter. Slingshotter is a legendary unit that has medium range with high damaging projectiles. They also have an ability, Magma Pellets, that leave magma puddles onto the track, and when enemies step over them, they start taking burn damage. And here are their stats. Now, this makes him one of the best legendaries in the game. But let's look at the other legendary, Darkheart. Darkheart is a close-range meleeer, which means that he won't be having flying detection. He deals high damage and has a special trait called Swing Speed. I'm not sure how Swing Speed fully works, but sometimes he attacks super fast and sometimes he doesn't. I think this makes him fast sometimes whenever he swings. He also do have a special ability called Shield Parry. What it does is that it protects your units from being stunned in this area that he has. He also do have a passive that allows the base to be healed whenever he deals damage. Now, on paper, he seems pretty OP, and he is. It's just that not a lot of people like to use him. I do not know why, he just kind of hated. I don't really get it. Anyways, now let's move on to the heroics. First, let's talk about Disaster Dude. Disaster Dude is the heroic that you get from the event pass. He has 2 abilities, Tornado and Thunder. He summons a tornado that acts like Dusekkar's ghost, but they disappear after a while. Instead of the tornadoes being spawned on base, he summons the tornadoes on the enemies. Thunder is a high damaging ability that strikes multiple enemies at once. That's it. Now let's talk about the monthly heroic, Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a melee hero like 1x and has the Bloodlust ability. Basically, what Bloodlust does is that he can attack really fast and deal extra damage in a specific time frame. Now, in my opinion, I think Bloodlust is the most broken ability in the entire game. Because not only can Jeff be affected by Helper Bot's cooldown boost, but whenever his Bloodlust ability is activated, the Helper Bot boost can also help with the effectiveness of it. I mean, this guy is already OP for a tier 1. Like, look at this guy. Now, these are some quote-unquote leaked stats about Jeffrey tier 3, but we aren't so sure if this is actually final yet, or even if it's true. So in general, so take this with a grain of salt. So as I'm editing this video, it is now October 6th, and the latest limited time heroic just dropped, and I'll be covering him as well. This also goes to show how slow I edit these videos. Crazy Robloxian is the 4th limited time only heroic to be added to the game. Crazy Robloxian is a medium ranged AoE attacker with Pierce and an AoE ability. He has an overpressure ability, which is an explosion AoE dealing ability that sets enemies on fire when exploded. And here are of course his stats. Well, that's it for all the heroics. Now let's move on to the 4 new skins. Here is Bling Bloxer's skin. Here is the Tycoon skin. This is the Disaster machine from Natural Disaster Survival. Here's the Doombringer Bluebringer skin. And finally, here's Disaster Dude Evil. And now, here are my thoughts of the update. This update is definitely the best update we had. I'm glad that we got more permanent units instead of limited time heroics. Don't get me wrong, the heroics are good. It's just that I wanted more units that are going to stay in the game forever. They definitely executed the event very well. I just can't say the same for Natural Disaster part of the event. And Disaster Dude is a good heroic if you don't have any heroics from gambling. In conclusion, I'll give this an update a 9 out of 10. Although they kept us waiting for 2 weeks, it was worth the wait, and I cannot wait to see what they cook up next update. Anyway guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's like 4 days late to the update, but I did cover Crazy Robloxian, so I did make up for it. Like and subscribe if you want more RTD content like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!